What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar channel, your #1 source for the latest and most exciting updates in the world of global finance and currency revaluation. Today, we've got something absolutely massive to talk about. I'm talking about the event that's got the entire dinar community buzzing with more energy and excitement than we've felt in years. Yes, it's finally here. The annual meetings of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank Group, taking place right now in Washington, D.C., from October 13th through the 18th. And believe me, what's happening behind those closed doors could be the final green light for the Iraqi Dinar revaluation we've all been waiting for. Now, I know what you're thinking. All right, the IMF meets every year, so why is this one such a big deal? Well, this isn't just another set of boring financial meetings. This time, Iraq is stepping into the spotlight, and credible sources like the well-known Intel analyst Mark X and others are pointing out that this week's discussions could be the most significant turning point in the dinar story to date. This is where the global financial elite gather to make the decisions that shape the world economy. And this year, the timing, the context, and the signals coming from Baghdad all seem to line up perfectly. It's no exaggeration to say the atmosphere feels electric. These IMF and World Bank meetings are the Super Bowl of global economics. This is where finance ministers, central bank governors, and economic leaders from nearly every nation on Earth gather to discuss the world's most pressing financial challenges. When these institutions speak, the entire global market listens. Their policy directions ripple across currencies, commodities, and entire nations. And for Iraq, which has been methodically rebuilding and stabilizing its economy after years of conflict, this is more than a photo op. It's a defining moment. It's where the world's most powerful financial bodies could finally give Iraq the nod. It's been waiting for the go-ahead to officially revalue its currency and step back into the global marketplace with strength and stability. Let's talk about why this meeting matters so much. The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, has one central mission: maintaining the stability of the global financial system. It monitors and supports 190 member nations, helping them manage exchange rates, economic growth, and debt. Whenever a country plans a major change to its currency, like a revaluation, the IMF's blessing is key. It's what tells the rest of the world, this is legitimate, this country is ready. And for years, Iraq has been working hand in hand with the IMF on a series of deep structural reforms. The IMF has repeatedly praised Iraq's fiscal progress, its efforts to curb corruption, and its push to modernize its banking system. Now, all those years of preparation might finally be paying off. Many believe this meeting is where Iraq receives its final stamp of approval. On the other side, we have the World Bank, the IMF's sister institution, which focuses on development and reconstruction. Its mission is to reduce poverty and empower countries to build infrastructure and strong economies. Think about Iraq's ambitious plans: new highways, energy grids, hospitals, schools, and ports. These are the very types of projects the World Bank funds and supports. A revalued dinar would give Iraq enormous new purchasing power, allowing it to finance more of these projects domestically. The World Bank's continued involvement shows long-term confidence in Iraq's economic trajectory. In fact, many insiders believe the current discussions include post-RV plans, how Iraq will use its new financial strength to build sustainable prosperity for decades to come. When you look at Iraq's progress over the past year, the connection becomes crystal clear. We've seen the historic 3-year budget packed with massive allocations for reconstruction, likely built on the assumption of a stronger dinar. We've watched Prime Minister Soudani drive aggressive reforms, pushing for digitization, financial independence, and the de-dollarization of local markets. The Central Bank of Iraq has been stockpiling gold and foreign reserves, strengthening its financial foundation like never before. Every move has been carefully calculated, leading up to this moment. Now, with the IMF and World Bank meetings underway, it feels like all the puzzle pieces are finally coming together. This isn't just about money. It's about identity. For Iraq, a revaluation symbolizes economic rebirth. For decades, the dinar's value has been suppressed by war, sanctions, and instability. But Iraq is no longer the same nation it was 20 years ago. It's a country with vast oil reserves, strategic trade routes, and a growing youthful workforce. A revaluation isn't just an economic adjustment, it's the world acknowledging Iraq's comeback. It's a signal that the nation's economy is ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with other global players. But such a massive move requires coordination, planning, and international alignment. That's exactly what these IMF and World Bank meetings are designed for. According to credible chatter in the intel circles, discussions this week aren't about if the revaluation will happen, they're about how and when. Think about that. Iraq's top economic officials are sitting face-to-face with the decision-makers who hold the keys to the international financial system. They're likely finalizing the mechanics, the new rate, the global rollout, the coordination with central banks worldwide. These are not random meetings. They are highly strategic negotiations. Behind closed doors, leaders are talking about Iraq's re-entry into global markets, debt restructuring, and the unlocking of billions, even trillions, in potential value. This is Iraq's moment to transition from being seen as a recovering nation to a legitimate global economic partner. And for those who've followed this journey for years, for investors, analysts, and everyday holders who've stayed patient, this week feels monumental. The optimism flooding the community isn't just hype. It's grounded in observable progress and timing. The stars have aligned. Domestic reforms, international support, and the perfect geopolitical window. Everything points to this being a defining moment for Iraq's economic destiny. Now, imagine the scale of what's happening in those DC conference rooms. The governor of Iraq's central bank sitting across from the IMF managing director, the World Bank president, and G7 finance ministers. These are face-to-face, high-stakes discussions you can't replicate over a video call. They're shaking hands, ironing out details, and most likely solidifying agreements that could shift the balance of global finance. And the fact that this is all happening on U.S. soil is no small thing. It signals Western alignment and support, a crucial element for the revaluation to succeed and gain global acceptance. For years, the dinar story has been about patience, progress, and persistence. But this week feels different. The tone, the timing, and the sheer scale of collaboration suggest something truly historic may be unfolding. Iraq has checked every box: political stability, financial reserves, economic reforms, international cooperation. And now, the world's top financial institutions are in the same room, reviewing Iraq's case for revaluation. This is not rumor territory. This is real-world economics at work. The impact of a confirmed RV would be enormous. It would immediately strengthen Iraq's global financial position, attract massive foreign investment, and supercharge domestic growth. Infrastructure would boom. Jobs would multiply. The entire Middle East could benefit from the ripple effects. A stable, prosperous Iraq means a more stable region, and that's something every major power wants to see. That's why this week's meetings matter so much. They're about setting up not just Iraq's financial system, but the future of economic cooperation in the region. For the people of Iraq, this is personal. A revalued dinar means real change. Higher purchasing power, better living standards, stronger government services, and renewed pride in their national currency. Prime Minister Soudani and the central bank have worked tirelessly to reach this point. The reforms have been strategic, patient, and bold. Now they're stepping onto the world stage to claim the recognition they've earned. It's the final presentation, the moment where all the preparation, reports, and reforms come together for a single purpose: global approval. And let's not forget the importance of secrecy and timing. A move like this can't be telegraphed in advance. Market speculation could cause chaos. That's why these discussions are happening privately, behind closed doors, with extreme confidentiality. Once everything is signed, sealed, and ready, that's when the announcement comes, suddenly, decisively, and officially. So if we don't hear something immediately, it's not because nothing's happening. It's because something big is being finalized carefully and professionally. This is the perfect moment to stay alert and stay optimistic. Every sign, from Iraq's domestic progress to the international timing of these meetings, suggests we are closer than ever. The phrase "final green light" has never felt more accurate. Whether it's an official signal from the IMF, a policy statement, or a coordinated announcement, the pieces are in place. The patience of dinar holders around the world may finally be rewarded. So as we continue to watch this week unfold, let's stay focused and hopeful. History may be written in these very meetings. We are witnessing the potential birth of a new economic era for Iraq, one built on transparency, strength, and global cooperation. And when that announcement comes, it won't just change Iraq. It could shift the balance of economic power across the entire region. Thank you all for watching Iraqi Dinar channel. If you found this update helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our urgent updates. We'll be tracking every development as it happens, and you can be sure, when the news breaks, you'll hear it here first. Stay positive, stay tuned, and let's see what the future holds for the Iraqi dinar.